where we are, and I thought this would be a nice cozy little perusal through my soup collection. I'm also drinking some tea in my Ravenclaw cup. This is the tea I've got. It's a Winterwoods Tea Company Rose City Chocolate, handcrafted in Spokane, Washington. This one is so yummy. It's organic rooibos, organic honeybush, organic raw cocoa nibs, organic rose petals, organic rose hips, and pure extract. This is a decadent and relaxing blend with a hint of rich chocolate. And this right here is the website. If you want to try any of their tea, winterwoodsteacompany.com. My tea strainer hasn't done a very good job of keeping all the loose little petals in. That's okay. Okay, so let's start off with this one right in front. It's the Creole Jambalaya Soup Mix, New Orleans Front Porch. Homemade in minutes from Frontier Soups. Add sausage and shrimp, serves 10. It is non-GMO Project verified. So these are the ingredients right here: rice, carrot, onion, paprika, bell pepper, celery, thyme, parsley, garlic, chipotle chili, oregano, and bay leaf. Takes 40 minutes. It has mild heat. It's got cooking instructions on this side. So I love having soups like this in the pantry because it's just so easy to throw together. And if you've got, some different meats in the freezer, just makes it really easy and quick. And you can always add fresh vegetables, or frozen or canned, whatever you have. If you wanted to, bulk it up. This one is Columbia River Corn Chowder Mix. This one is from Washington State. From Real Foods, but you can get them on Amazon. The Frontier Soups are on Amazon also. So it's dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, Washington State potatoes, small batch, hand processed. This one makes 8 servings. These ones always come with a fun story about Washington State which is on the other side of this direction sheet. Oh wait, no, it's right there. Tidbits of history. So this one says, before the settlement of the Washington Territory, the Columbia River Indians had already been utilizing irrigation to cultivate corn and potatoes in what is now Ephrata. In the 1870s, farmers in the Northwest started harnessing the waters of the Columbia River for their agricultural needs. By the 1920s, significant irrigation projects were underway along the Columbia River and its tributaries, including the Yakima, Wenatchee, and Umatilla rivers. These projects were funded by the federal government. In 1948, the Columbia Basin Project was initiated, providing water to over 600 acres of farmland. So, and then it tells you like what you need and optional ingredients like bacon, kielbasa, or sausage. I always have powdered milk and evaporated milk in the pantry, just in case I don't have half and half or milk, whatever these kind of recipes call for. This one tells you can do it in a crock pot or instant pot, and I think this one is just for like the regular stove top. Sweet corn, savory spices, and creamy broth creates a comforting and flavorful meal. This versatile mix allows you to add your own unique twist or keep it simple. It's got dehydrated potatoes and corn, salt, onion, dried chicken, rosemary, garlic, carrot, celery, turmeric, nutritional yeast, ground rice hulls, hawthorn berry, thyme, black pepper, onion, carrot, celery, garlic, tapioca starch, curry, rub sage, black pepper, oregano, spices. And these keep for quite a long time in your pantry. If you needed to extend the life even longer, you could put them in the freezer and then they're good indefinitely. And then this one is coconut curry soup mix by Frontier Soups, gluten-free, stirs 9. So this one has rice, sweet potato, bell pepper, curry powder, coriander, fennel, cumin, turmeric, fenugreek, red pepper, black pepper, garlic, spinach, and onion and ginger. And it says you will also need cooking oil, 4 cups of chicken broth, 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs or breasts, 2 cans of unsweetened coconut milk. That's something I always have in the pantry, also is coconut milk. So the next one is Tacoma Tortilla Soup. $2. And it's got instructions for soaking the beans. You can do it in a crock pot or the Instant Pot. And this one has quite a lot of ingredients. Pinto beans, Great Northern beans, beef flavor. And it's got yeast extract, non-hydrogenated vegetable oil, vegetable extracts, mustard oil, garlic, salt, tomato, bell pepper, celery, bay leaf. The list goes on and on. It's got a lot of stuff in here. And this one, let's see, what kind of a story? This one says, flowing from the slopes of Mount Rainier, the Puyallup River enters the Puget Sound in a broad delta at the head of the bay. Tribes of the Puyallup and Nisqually established several settlements here, and they called the area Squaxucks. The natives called Mount Rainier Tacobet, meaning Mother of Waters. However, the interpretation by the white man was Tahoma. The first recorded Euro-American settler here was Swede Nicholas Dealin. In 1852, he built a water-powered sawmill at a creek that entered the head of the bay. A small community grew up around this mill, but did not become established until after the Indian Wars of 1855 through 1856. I'm not going to start the rest of that because it's going to be cut off by the staples until I open this package. But that was interesting. I love that they do that they add like a little story about the area the soup is named after. So this one is a broccoli cheese soup. Broccoli cheese. And this one is from Missouri. Thompson Farm. So, this one you add freshly grated cheese. I have my own like broccoli cheddar recipe that I love so much that I typically make, but it does take quite a long time. So that's kind of nice in like a time when you're like kind of rushing around and you want to just quickly make something. Okay, so this next one is Puget Sound seafood. Chowder. Real foods. This is dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free. Makes 8 servings. So, growing up, until just a few years ago, my grandparents lived on Puget Sound, and my cousins and I spent tons of time swimming in Puget Sound and scavenging treasures on the beach. This one is super yummy. I've had this one a bunch of times. I love to add like lots of different seafood to this one. Okay, so our seafood chowder is the perfect combination of rich and creamy. Serve it in a bread bowl or with a side of crackers for a complete meal that'll make your taste buds dance. So it says 2 cups, half and half, evaporated milk or milk substitute, 1 pound of fresh or canned seafood, and 6 cups of water. And you can add bacon. My favorite thing with this is shrimp and then little tiny scallops. Super yummy. And of course it does have crock pot and instant pot directions as well as stovetop. So this one is George Vancouver claimed the sound for Great Britain in 1792 and named it after one of his officers, Lieutenant Peter Puget. The sound eventually became part of Washington State in 1889. Seattle, the largest city on the Sound, quickly became the primary trading center with Alaska and with most of the West Coast. By the time the Northern Pacific Railroad reached Puget Sound in 1888, it was already a well-established and important trading center. Okay, so this next one is actually what I'm going to be making the day after tomorrow. I got all the ingredients to make this one. Louisiana Backyard Cajun Gumbo Mix. It is gluten-free, nothing artificial, no added salt, non-GMO project verified. Frontier Stoops. Add sausage and chicken, serves 8. There's yummy rice. It says mild heat. So this is calling for like a smoked kielbasa or an andouille sausage, but I couldn't find any that had ingredients I wanted to eat, so I went with a ground sausage, which will be fine. It's gonna taste the same. It'll just be like, obviously the texture of not having little sausages cut in rounds is different, but that's okay with me. There's rice, onion, bell pepper, celery, paprika, garlic, thyme, chipotle powder, oregano, and bay leaf. And I actually got some celery, onion, and bell pepper fresh to be able to cut up and add into this soup. This takes 8 cups of chicken broth. That's a lot. It's cool. It tells you it's made in a nut-free facility. That's really helpful for people with nut allergies. And then the instructions are on the back of this. Okay, so we have 2 more. We have St. Marie's chicken and wild rice from Real Foods. So these are all from my parents, so I'm always get my husband and I these lovely soups in care packages and Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. It's so convenient and nice to have these in the pantry because we always know we have something we can make. And my mom always says, like, if she buys stuff that feeds us, we can spend more of our money on things that we, want to buy that we wouldn't normally. So it's super sweet of my parents. 10 servings. This is another one of my favorites. This one is so good. So it says this flavorful soup is a delicious blend of white and wild rice, perfectly balanced and comforting. It's a satisfying meal that will warm you up on a chilly day. That's perfect. It's just what we need right now. So you need cubed chicken, breast or canned chicken, and water. That's easy. Okay. Tidbits of St. Marie's history. Centuries ago, wild rice grew naturally in the muddy bottoms of shallow lakes and rivers of Minnesota, Ontario, and southern Manitoba. Sioux and Chippewa Indians depended on wild rice, or manoomin, to meet their vegetative dietary needs. In the 1600s, French fur traders and voyagers began commercializing wild rice, the seed of an annual aquatic grass. During the early 1900s, wild rice started drawing the attention of white settlers and businessmen. In the 1920s, the first large-scale processing and packing factory was developed in Minnesota. And then this last one is by Frontier Soups Enchilada Soup Mix. Add chicken, it serves 8 people. So it's got navy beans, bell pepper, cornmeal, sweet potato, onion, corn, ancho chili, paprika, cumin, garlic, oregano, and coriander. You add chicken broth, cooked chicken, salsa verde, or green chili enchilada sauce, a cup of shredded Monterey Jack or cheddar cheese, half a cup of sour cream, and lime. Yummy, this sounds so good. The instructions are back here. I feel like this is the one I want to go for after we do the Cajun gumbo. I think this one sounds so good. So let me know in the comments, guys, which one of these soups would you want to try first? And let me know if you intend to try to get any of these off Amazon. And which ones you're interested in, because I always like to know what people think sounds like the yummiest. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. I hope you're staying cozy in the snowstorm. I hope that you're relaxing. If you did like this video,